Hello, this is PushDustIn, and joining me today is NantenJex.
Hello.
And today we'll be discussing how big channels can help smaller channels grow. Now, this is something that we can really relate to, as we've been growing for the past 3 years. And we thought we'd give our input on how just to kind of create this community between content creators.
Yeah, because if we want to see more people come out and do more creative things, then they're going to need support. And with how it is nowadays on the internet with YouTube, there's so many people out there that it's very easy for smaller channels to just get completely lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, and there's a lot of smaller channels that are doing really cool things.
Yeah.
Like, they're really taking a look at every angle of video games, and they're not getting highlighted, they're not getting the view count that they sometimes almost deserve.
Yeah. People nowadays, they like to look at what they already know, so they don't bother trying to look up anything new. They'll stick to the 6 to 30 channels that they have been listening to for the longest time, and unless they run into something by accident or one of these channels recommends one of the smaller channels, they probably won't ever bother looking for it.
So we prepared a short list on how, and the first item on that list is guest videos. Now, this is something that a couple of channels have done, and that's when you actually take a video and host it on another channel.
Yeah, Game Theorist does stuff like this with First and the gaming history channel, the one that's like do it in the history of Yoshi in 9 minutes.
Yeah.
They do it with that, and I mean, we do it in written form. We have guests submit articles to us, sometimes from fans, but other times they're from other big or other smaller sites that we were trying to push. I mean, that's kind of what featured content on our site is all about.
Yeah, we originally started featured content as a way to help promote other people.
Yeah. So I think, as I said earlier, when you have people who only watch certain big channels, if these big channels are willing to, host a video or host an article on their site or whatever, that gets all of their viewers might be interested in watching it, and then they might like it, and then you recommend that at the end of that video and they go and check out that channel, and it just kind of goes from there. Yeah.
And the next item on our list is our shoutout, and this is something that we've done and we've also received. When Relax Alex gave us a shout out in one of his videos, we gained, I think, 400 or 500 subscribers in a day. So just having a shout out is very important. Gives people a reason to check out that channel.
Yeah, it's also part of just generally giving credit where it's due. If people want to use us for resources and for their research and stuff, that's great. And then sourcing us is just like a form of a shout out, like telling people, oh, I found all this great information at this website, because then that makes people want to go there and see what other cool and interesting stuff that they've got. Yeah.
And we always encourage people to say their sources out loud in the video, because sometimes it's not enough to just list in the description.
Yes. So the next one on there is like having a guest within the video itself. I mean, this works both ways for people. You get smaller channels get to be a part of bigger channels and get their voice heard and potentially get some fans that way, and the bigger channels can reach out and get different opinions and stuff that's reach demographics that they might not usually be able to. So for example, we've had many smaller channels in videos that we've done one on Fire Emblem with Jedi Supersonic, and we did one on Crash Bandicoot with Qualix, and so we've reached out to different places in order to get the best opinion we can on a certain subject.
Yeah, we usually try to find people who are experts on that subject.
Yeah, and a lot of the time they might very well be from smaller channels, and that's a good way it makes our content better because we get more factual and more accurate information, and at the same time we can help promote their own channel.
Yeah, it gives them more face time and it gives us better information. It's a win-win. Another way is to collaborate on videos themselves, and that's when you just work with another person on a certain topic. I think Relax Alex did this with a channel just very recently. I was very surprised he just appeared in a video at one point.
Yeah, having guest appearances. I mean, one I can think of is Artsy Omni from the Smashified team collaborated with Trailer Drake on a Shovel Knight moveset idea that they did some point after he'd done the Shovel Knight Smashified, which was like this joint project together. And a lot of other, like, I know the Completionist, for example, and does a lot of joint videos with whenever he's got a specific friend or another YouTuber that again fits that sort of that game, that demographic. Whenever he does any of the Pokemon games, there's 3 of them, so he usually gets 2 other people to do the other 2. Usually guests from another channel, sometimes people who just work with him, like. But that also helps to make the video better and can also help produce more videos because it can it lessens the workload on both parties.
Yeah, exactly. And the next thing on our list is feature channels. That's something that you just check out the YouTube page and you can see the list of channels that people recommend.
Yeah.
And we have quite a lengthy list of people that we want to help promote or that we're just friends with.
Right. And we also did an article recently, which is where we talked about like smaller channels we wanted to help push that we felt should be bigger.
Yeah. We'll definitely be linking that in the description below, so please check that out.
There's a lot of really good smaller channels on there. I even have some more in my mind that I kind of wish I put down now.
You can always go back and edit. And then the last thing, which is something that anyone could do. I mean, a lot of this video is mainly talking to other content creators, but this is something that anyone could do, and that's just sharing the video.
Yeah.
If you share the video on Twitter or Facebook, on Reddit, it helps a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's not... people aren't just talking out their butts when they say it at the end of their videos and stuff. It's not just a matter of liking it and leaving a comment. It's trying to share that video with people because it helps spread the word.
Yeah.
It helps get more people to do it. And if you spread it amongst like friends, you're likely to have a similar taste to them, so they're likely to like this, and that's more viewers. They just might not have had the time to look it up themselves, or just didn't accidentally stumble across it.
So, like, share, and comment on this video.
Exactly. Put our words into practice. And
Well, not this video. This video will probably suck, but maybe one of our better videos.
Yeah. But that's kind of all what we really wanted to go over about just helping smaller channels, because we've seen so many smaller channels that deserve more views, and unfortunately a lot of the time they end up just going away because not that many people find them, and it's not reasonable to keep it going even if the quality is exceptionally higher than even some of the videos some of the channels that everyone knows about.
So go and support your local business, your smaller guys, and let us know what channels we should check out. If you have a channel that you think that we should check out, then leave us a comment, and we'll check you guys out. Yeah,
I'm always looking for more stuff that I need to watch, so just link it down below, and as long as if it suits my tastes, I'll be sure to subscribe.
Yeah, you guys can find me on Twitter. I'm PushDustIn, and
yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Mr. Nintendo, or just by searching NantenJex on Source Gaming or on Twitter or wherever I usually hang out.
And subscribe to this channel for more news and information on video games.
Alright, see you guys.